Hey yogis, welcome to today's practice. So today's practice is going to be just some yoga for helping with anxiety and stress and maybe just feeling overwhelmed. Anxiety looks different for everyone, so the way that you experience it and how you cope with it can look different. Today we're just going to focus on grounding ourselves and deepening the breath, which are some key foundations of helping with anxiety. So let's just get started. So we're already in a seated cross-legged position. Just lengthen your back. If you have a wall behind you like I do, you can lean it back on the wall. Bring your shoulders back and down. Maybe you want to close your eyes. Just taking some audible breaths here. It doesn't have to be through the mouth, but just hearing the breath flow through, connecting with the frequency and depth can be helpful to lower the heart rate in times of stress and anxiety. While you're taking those deep breaths, notice your glutes, how they're deep down on the mat, close to the earth. The earth is supporting you. Alright, just noticing where you are. Maybe you want to set an intention for the practice today. When you're ready, we are going to take a cleansing breath just to start off the practice. So inhale through the nose. Exhale, side out the mouth. Great job. All right. So we're going to come into our first little pose, butterfly. So just bring your feet together, knees apart. And we're just going to fold over. So it can be a nice passive fold here. But really think about hinging at the hips and then rounding the spine. You can walk your hands forward or you can bring your hands to your feet. Doesn't have to be a crazy fold. All right, slowly start to make your way back up. And we'll come to hands and knees. Make sure you have some space out in front of you. We're going to go straight into a puppy pose. So walk your hands forward, lower the chest down, and lift the hips up. Your forehead or your chin could make your way to the mat. And really stretch your arms forward so you're getting a nice stretch in the upper back. All right, walk your hands in, lift yourself up, and we're going to swing our right leg through. So right knee to the right side, right foot to the left, and then scoot your back leg back. So we're coming into a nice pigeon pose. And we're just going to immediately fold over. So this is a nice restorative pose, perfect for stretching the hips. If you ever feel any tingles or numbness in this pose, you can also do this on your back. So it's the same thing, just cradle your leg to your chest on your back. All right, bring your hands back on the mat, and you're just going to swing your right leg back, and we'll just take the other side from here. So left knee to the left, right leg kicks back, and just lower down when you're ready. See if you can pinpoint exactly which body parts are touching the mat. All right, make your way back up. Come to a tabletop. And then we'll just make our way all the way up to standing. Just do a few standing poses, not super flowy, but just want to build some strength. So come to the top of your mat, wherever that looks like for you, and we'll step our left leg back. Lower the heel down at an angle, and your right knee is going to be bent to 90, arms to a T, and just gazing past your fingers. And we'll just hold it here. This pose is a very strong pose. You're building a lot of strength in your legs. You're also grounding your feet down on the mat. Bring your hands to your hips, and we'll just switch directions. So your left knee is going to bend. Arms to a T. Looking past your fingers. Great. Hands to your hips. Just come in the middle, and then we'll step back up to the top of the mat. All right, so we're gonna do just a little dynamic movement. So maybe lifting the heart rate a little bit, but not too much. So your left knee comes to 90, palms together, flexing the foot, and then just kick it back. Nice and easy, slowly to warrior 3. We'll do this a couple times. So, kicking it back up, knee to 90. Kicking it back, warrior 3. One more time. Up, knee to 90. and then back, warrior three. Make your way back to standing. You can shake it out a little bit and notice how your standing leg felt, and how maybe if you are focusing on your foot, like staying planted on the mat. And this is all good intel when you're doing yoga. All right, second side, palms together, knee to 90, flex the foot, and then kick it back, warrior three. Bring it back, knee to 90, kick it back, warrior three, up, knee to 90, one more round, and kick it back. And make your way back to standing. And shake it out a little bit and make your way to a seat. So this next pose is going to be really good for grounding your root chakra on the mat. It's boat, and you have a few variations here depending on your yoga level. So the first variation is leaning back, hands to the side. So this is the first one. The second one is lifting your legs up, keeping them bent. And then the third one is straightening your legs and pointing the feet. So just holding it for a few seconds, but notice how your root feels on the mat. And you can bring your knees to your chest. Yeah, that one's a hard one. If you ever feel shaky during that pose, it's all good. So just a moment of like intense ab work. So just take a breath here. Great job. All right, swing the legs behind and meet in a down dog. So you can start with hands and knees and then tuck the toes, lifting the knees up and straightening the legs. You can walk it out a little. Alrighty, we're gonna make our way to a yogi squat. So stepping your feet close to your hands, and then you're gonna sit the hips down, palms together, elbows are opening out. I'll show you from another angle. If you feel like you're going to fall back, please use a block if you have one. If you don't, you can also lift your heels up. That helps with more support if you feel like you're about to fall. So just holding for a couple more breaths. Let's bring our hands down to the mat. Lift the tailbone up, so a lot of root strength. Step the feet out a little bit wider. And we'll fold down. You can do a ragdoll fold here, so holding on to opposite elbows. Maybe you like to sway side to side. But just releasing all of the tension in the upper body. When we feel stressed sometimes, especially if we work an office job and we're sitting all the time, our upper body, our neck, our shoulders tends to get pretty tense. Whenever you have moments throughout your day, maybe think about moving the upper body in any way that you can. All right, you can release the hands. Step it back, down dog. One last time. All right, we're going to drop the knees and make your way to your back. Coming to some rest. So we'll do a reclined butterfly. So feet together, knees apart. Your hands can be placed anywhere. If you prefer, 2 hands on your lower belly, 1 on the heart, 1 on the lower belly. If, like I mentioned, you have like upper body tenseness, maybe doing a shoulder stretch would be helpful. And you can start to close your eyes. Tune back into that audible breath, that slow audible breath. Kind of notice the changes throughout this practice of your breath. Maybe it was more slow in the beginning. Then we kind of sped it up a little. And now it's diving back down. You are welcome to stay in this reclined butterfly for as long as you'd like. Or you can make your way to Shavasana, which is straightening your legs out and hands to your side. Make sure you're bringing your shoulders back and down to open out your chest. Notice the weight of your body on the mat. Notice the ground that's lifting you up, but it's keeping you grounded as well. It's keeping you close to the mat. Let's take a cleansing breath to seal this practice. So inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out the mouth. Rub your palms together, generating some heat. Hover your palms over your eyes. Om, peace, peace, peace. Bring your palms together, thumbs over third eye. Together we bow. Namaste. Thank you, yogis, for taking some time for yourself during this practice. Hopefully you can tune back into this practice whenever you feel more anxious or stressed. Please let me know how you're feeling, how mental health is going. Mental health is so important, and a lot of people forget how it affects the rest of your body because it's all connected. So please keep in touch, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.